Hi everyone, I'm here today with my superstar for the year 2016. His name is Melvin Jones. We're going to meet him shortly. This is the video I've promised y'all, so I'm really excited that Melvin's here today with his daughter Sue. So I'm going to kind of lead into it a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it over to Melvin. So Sue will correct me if I get any of this wrong. But it's my understanding in November of 2015, Melvin had kind of exhausted his treatments for traditional therapy for mesothelioma. And they said, you know, Melvin, you're 87 years old. We've kind of done everything we could possibly do to you. There's not really any options left. So our recommendation is that you go on hospice. And Melvin made the decision not to do that. So the first question, Melvin, I want to ask you is, just tell us what was running through your mind when you made the decision not to do it.
Well, when they told me what I had and that I should go on hospice, I said, no way. Fact is, I said, no way in hell.
Yeah, I like that.
And because I'd seen my family, other family, take that, and it didn't do no good. And I wasn't going to go with it.
Mm-hmm. And Sue, did he talk to you guys about it as a family, or did you guys meet as a group? Or?
Yeah, we did. Actually, at the hospital, when they first diagnosed him, they gave him 3 to 6 months. And each doctor that we went to says, have you called hospice yet? And we said, no, we're not done. And this actually all came about us coming here. My son has been coming to you for a long time, and before this last sickness, he asked his grandfather if he wanted to come and try out the holistic treatment, and Papa wasn't up to it. So in June and July of 2015, he started having fluid buildup on the back of the lung, and every other day, or at least once every 2 weeks, they were draining 1.5 liters or 2 liters of fluid off the back of his lung. And they had ran tests for the cancer, no bacteria growth, no infection. And so Sean had talked to his grandfather again and says, Grandpa, will you give it a try? And Dad agreed to come here. And so September of 2015, we started coming here. And you mentioned some things to him and asked him if he was willing to give it a try, make some changes in his life. And he said yes. And so we started coming to see you and started getting the chelation, the hydrogen peroxide, ozone, supplements, which he takes probably 20-some supplements, but implementing different things in his life to give him better quality of life. And the fluid kept continuing to build up. So you mentioned a pleurodesis. Have we ever heard of a pleurodesis? And we said no. And so we took it to the heart doctor and the lung doctor. And when we went to them, they also mentioned pleurodesis, and I stated, well, it's funny you say that because the doctor he's seeing now mentioned that. So with him being 87 years old, you know, it was a risk going in for the surgery. And by the grace of God, that you know, he made it through that. And but when they came out and they told us that he had the mesothelioma, and of course, we all got that fear, false evidence appearing real. Mm-hmm. And our red lights went on, our fear came up. And we continued to come to you, and a year later, here we are.
So it's now January 2017, so, you know, by all rights, I guess, you know, by the experts would say that Melvin's supposed to have been dead since February of 2016. And here he is a year later, and he's, as you can see, he's no worse for the wear. He's still pretty spry and pretty spunky. So here, guys, here's the miracle, and here's why, you know, out of all of our patients, he's the superstar for 2016. In March of last year, he passed his 88th birthday. And then, was it July or August, the thing with Grayson happened?
July.
So just describe what happened in July of 2016.
In July, our grandson has DS, and he does not chew his food, and he has a small opening in the throat to pass things through. So his mom was giving him cantaloupe, and he started choking.
Yeah, I had trouble. I had trouble getting through this. I couldn't say this the other day in the office. And we're training Crystal, and I broke down and couldn't do it. So let me see if I can do it. Well, Melvin's the toughest one here. I'm going to let him tell you what happened. So anyway, the family's sitting around watching this little boy who's 2.5 turn blue. They're basically watching him die in front of them. There's a whole bunch of people gathered around, and then Melvin, just tell him what you said the other day. He okied it or something like that.
Okies. I just took him and went down his fingers and dropped it out.
Yeah, just took his finger, he just okied it. He just stuck his finger down his throat and flicked that piece of cantaloupe out of there and saved his grandson's life. So guys, here's the big thing. Had he decided to choose to live in fear and just go down the regular hospice road, in February of 16, he would have checked out, and there would have been no Melvin there to save his grandson's life in July of 16.
Amen.
So when you step out on faith and trust, all kinds of possibilities open up, and you have no idea what they're going to be. So you can't judge it. You just have to stick with it and trust it. And you never know, a miracle might come out of the thing, and in this case, a miracle did come out of the thing, and that's pretty good stuff. So I wanted to share that, and then I'd like to close this interview by just asking Melvin, you know, of the stuff that you've done since we met each other, whenever that was it November, Sue, of 15?
You met him in September.
September 15. Since
Yes.
September 15, and here we are, January 2017. What would you say, Melvin, was you think was the most important thing in your success so far? And you can even give us a couple, 3 of them if you feel like it.
Well, my greatest success is doing what you told me to take, because like I say, I did not know what you're telling me to take. I won't tell you what I thought it would, but it's obvious that I didn't think it was something that would not do me any good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I took it, and here I am. I'm still cantankerous as hell.
Mm-hmm. And if, like I say, if you had to pick out like one thing, would you say it's, you know, it's your prayer life, or would you say it's the diet, or would you say it's IV ozone, or what? Is there anything that you notice, like when you do it, that makes you feel any better than anything else, or you just think it's kind of a combination of everything?
I think it's just a combination of everything, because after any of the treatments, right then I don't feel nothing.
Yeah. So it's really just a combination of all.
Combination.
Diet,
Yeah.
supplements, love, prayer. You know, daughter's holding his hand right now. You know, we have the ability to heal other people with our presence when we choose love. So, yeah, so here he is, Melvin Jones, Miracle 2016 Patient of the Year. And stay tuned, in 2018 we'll bring you the Patient of the Year for 2017. So thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day, and we'll be back with more videos in the future.
And